All right. At the end of the day, it's oh manchi.
No.
Banshorichi sam sam.
No.
Coachilai. Yeah, and there's our cold open.
That's
you know
it.
What I'm saying?
Welcome to Soft Launch,
episode 45,
yes.
and we live after a Knicks victory, game 1, round 2 over the Pacers. I'm feeling good, and make no mistake, if the Knicks lost, you guys would have lost this fucking episode.
Yeah, we would have had 2 weeks of no episode.
And it's Monday, it's 11 p.m.
It is.
So we're not going to waste any time. We're going to get straight to the sauce.
I will be asleep.
Yeah, she'll be asleep, and I'll still be Jason Mendoza.
And I am Samantha Santos.
And this will still be Soft Launch, no matter how you slice and dice it. We're here. We're excited to give you episode 45. I'm a little lit. I had an IPA at the bar, and I had a shot courtesy of a Pacers fan talking shit. Yeah. And I feel good. I feel excited, and I'm ready to get into our first segment. One thing about we. And one thing about me, I don't want to talk about the Knicks too much because we're going to do that in the next segment. Yeah. One thing about me, I had a very fun weekend of comedy.
You did?
I was in Washington, D.C., this great nation's capital. I was there in D.C. Featuring for Max Manikoff, and I had a great time.
It was cute, right?
You've been to D.C. before.
I've been to D.C. before.
What do you feel about D.C.?
Well, the first time I went was in the 90s, and it was a little too far from home. I didn't like it. It was a little bit of hood.
In the 90s?
It was.
What was the situation that brought you to D.C.?
I was in a church choir, and it was the Jubilee year, so it's 2000.
So you were just living out the plot of Sister Act 2.
100%. You new here? So we went to some like big church they have in DC, like on a hill. Yeah. And we were like asked to sing at the Jubilee. I don't even know what that is.
They asked y'all, like your choir?
Our choir, yeah. We weren't like great, but we were good.
Yeah.
And it was like, like a Latino church, and we were a Latino church. So, yeah. And then we went there and we stood in the Best Western, and I remember one of the girls that was on the thing. She was like, "This is poverty," and like she literally they had the remote for the TV duct taped to the table so you couldn't steal it. And she's like,
you had to do it like this.
You had to do it like this.
That's so funny.
Yeah, but it was also like, I don't know what we expected. It was like a church choir. Like we had no money.
You stayed at a Best Western. It's funny because you say Best Western, and my head goes to Western Beef, which is also a poverty-stricken grocery chain.
Is it?
I think I don't know
because
that's my perception of it.
My cousin lived in like a luxury building. She got like the lottery like in the 90s as well, and attached to her building was a Western Beef. So I always associate
with wealth.
With wealth.
That's funny. So, this is Western Beef. If you went to Eastern Beef, that's a whole different thing.
That's a whole different thing. But Western Beef,
we in Western civilization.
Yeah.
That's different. In the East, that's like East Harlem. That's bad.
You sound like me when I was a real estate agent, because it's west of Broadway. West of Broadway is like where the nice stuff is uptown. If you're uptown. Oh
shit.
Yeah. So this it's not that East stuff. This is west of Broadway.
Yeah. This
is real nice. You want to live on Seaman? Literally right by Dykeman. The worst place to live is the loudest thing I would show them during the day. Isn't it nice?
Isn't it nice? You like this?
You like that? It's like community, and then at night it's just fucking there's
violence.
No, it's just
dominoes.
music.
Yeah,
I'm talking on Dykeman, right by Mama Juana. That's where I would have. I would.
God.
Yeah.
That whole block is a barbershop.
It's insane.
The whole block is a barbershop. Music is loud all hours of the day.
It's so nice here.
It does look. It's aesthetically
It's beautiful.
Pleasing.
Yeah, Seaman Bank. It's you're gonna love it. Yeah, there's such a sense of community.
Yeah, the person you were showing the room to, the apartment to, was like, yeah. I mean, it seems really nice. I don't know why she wants to show me at 6 a.m.
Always,
it's like, 'cause that's the only time the riffraff is asleep.
No, you had to wait till like 9, because 6 a.m. they still might be out from the night before.
Jesus.
So you had to do 9 because like then people start going to work and they're like, yeah, I gotta get to bed. So then they go to sleep.
What do you feel like the most sleaziest thing as a real estate agent you ever did?
Oh, that.
Yeah.
Like there was a girl that specifically was like moving here from I forget where, and
like a flyover state type shit.
A flyover state, but she was originally from like another country.
Oh, she was like some Romanian bitch.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was
How did you know? She was like something like that.
Those are the motherfuckers that come
over. So she was like a flyover state.
They be trying to escape Dracula and stuff like that.
She never said like, I don't want to live in the hood, obviously. But she was like, I don't want to live like in the Bronx. And I was like, baby, you're in Dykeman. That's the Bronx.
That is the Bronx.
Yeah, they don't know it.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, we claim them in Manhattan, but we don't want them giving to the brutes.
Yeah, we claim in Manhattan just to make us seem a little bit more dangerous and loud and unapproachable.
Yeah, but it's like, baby, this is still an hour train ride from everything. You're not close to anything.
You might as well be in Yonkers, which is also claimed by the city, even though it's Westchester, but Westchester doesn't want
it's also like the part that I'm like, in that part of Dykeman, or in Dykeman, you can walk to the Bronx. It's a bridge. It's the bridge is right there.
Yeah, it's right there.
So I'm like, whatever. So
what did you do?
So we met on a Saturday, and I was nervous to meet her on a Saturday because that's a very busy.
Motherfuckers don't have work the next day.
So yeah, I told her the only time that I could show her was 9 a.m. because I knew nobody would be there. And
was there thought? Was that like on purpose?
On purpose. It was 100% on purpose. And then I walked her like a certain way that I knew, and then I walked her because it was like if you went west of Broadway by like Good Shepherd, the school, there's a school there. There was like they started doing like farmers markets.
Yeah.
So I walked over there. I'm like, see, there's a farmers market in the neighborhood. Like I walked to the nice part of the neighborhood, but she couldn't afford the nice part.
Yeah.
So
but that's what you showed her to like make her feel like this is what she was getting into.
Yeah.
Yeah. Honestly, if you're coming from overseas or from anywhere to gentrify, you have to be duped.
No, but I did say this to her. I was like, hey, she was like, I love it. She's like, do you have any advice? And I was like, all I would say is if you like this place, come at night.
Yeah. You come at night.
I'm not going to show you at night. I'm not going to do it because I'm scared for my safety.
Yeah.
I'm not going to. You wouldn't find me in debt after 6 p.m.
I'm not going to show you at night because I fucking know better.
Yeah. Because I'm fucking scared.
Yeah. You framed horrible advice as good advice. Like that was your warning. Was like, hey, you should come at night.
Yeah, that's what I was like. I was like, as a woman, like I always want to come at night because I want to know that when I'm coming home, I feel good. And
one question would have completely undone your strategy. She'd be like, why don't you come at night? And that would have completely.
No, then I would have been like, oh, I have appointments. I couldn't have shown you at night. That's what I said.
I'm showing really good neighborhoods at night.
Yeah, no, it's like, oh, I have showings with other clients. Like I can't fit you in at that time. So wild. But the only opening I have is at 9 a.m.
Did she take it?
She took it.
And then what?
Yeah. Then after a month, she texted me a long text and was like, hey, there was a shooting.
After 1 month?
Of course. It was the summer.
The summer? Oh, it gets hot.
Yeah.
You on the block, when they say the block is hot, that's your block.
That's legitimately why I had to show at 9 a.m. on a Saturday. Because I was like, there's no other time.
Yeah.
This is the only time I can show her. And even then, sometimes it would show at 9 in the morning, it would still be riffraff.
So she texted you.
She texted me that, and she said that she wanted her money back.
That she wanted her money back because you put her in a Dykeman apartment that you only showed her during the daytime.
Yeah.
So she texted you and she was like...
And I said, sorry, you signed the contract. That's literally what I said. I was like, oh, man, I'm so sorry there was a shooting, but you signed that contract and that money is mine.
Yeah, so. She was like, yeah, you're living in a horrible neighborhood and I can't relate.
You understand?
That's just what it is. Honestly, if you're a white person moving to New York City and you get finessed, that's just what happened.
Yeah. Do you want to also know how else she got finessed?
Yeah, tell me.
She, I'm a girl's girl.
Yes,
so I was like talking to her, having a good time, whatever. I mentioned that I did hair. I got that bitch for money for her hair too. I highlighted her hair in her apartment.
No, you put her
in the apartment and I went there in the afternoon. And I was like, I can't go here at night. It'll be an awkward conversation.
You white bitch. Come give me that fucking broker's fee.
Yeah, and you know what? Your roots look like shit. Let me highlight your hair. Can't have you in Dykeman looking like that.
Nobody's ever gonna tell you, oh, your mommy, diablo.
Not with those roots.
He's like, let me get that broker's fee, and then I'm gonna need you to break me a little bit something off on top. That's what it is.
You understand?
She deserved it.
Do your
own research. She's not a bad person.
No.
But maybe not a great person if you're gentrifying an area. You know what you come here for. You come for a deal. You probably come for money. Then you come for a deal.
No, I think she was broke for sure. Like I remember, like she didn't have a lot of money, but she was like, this is the only part of New York you can afford.
Did she have an accent? I know she can't.
She had an accent. Okay. Yeah. She it's like a $1,200 apartment.
Yeah.
Like a 1-bedroom.
Yeah.
Baby.
It's not a bad price.
It's a great price for a 1-bedroom in Manhattan. It's like, and then she's like, I don't want to live in the hood. It's like, well, babe, then get your money up.
Yeah,
I
can only make one of these things happen.
Yeah.
You want a 1-bedroom apartment for $1,200 and you don't want to live in the hood. I can only make one true.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I can't work magic, baby.
And honestly, if you are Caucasian and the best you can do is a $1,200 1-bedroom apartment, you fumbled your privilege. And that's just the truth.
That's not on me, babe.
So
you made some bad decisions in your life, and now you're living with them.
Yeah,
and gunshots. And that's not on me.
That's not on me. Just because you hear this, every time you wake up, That's no me. I live on the 5th floor. That's it.
That's it.
That's it. Yeah, no.
Yeah,
yeah
I did tell her when she told me, because she texted me and she called me, and then I was like, you sure they went fireworks?
She's
I
like,
know they do those there too.
it is the summer. Maybe it's July 4th. Maybe you're not fucking familiar with this country.
Maybe you're not American. You don't understand. That's what we do.
We get real patriotic. You fucking pussy.
You understand? To be honest, I think about her all the time, and I feel really guilty about it.
Yeah, well, nobody, you can't be. Nobody told you to be the Eastern European block of white.
Yeah,
you could have just been American.
True. You should have been.
You could have been true blue, red, white, and blue, a fucking patriot in this country, but you wanted to be fucking Romanian.
Yeah.
You might as well have been a Tasmanian devil. I think Tanzania is in Africa, so that's different.
Yeah.
So shout out to all my Tanzanian people. But white bitch, you got finessed and you deserved it.
Yeah, she did.
And that's just
well,
what
she
it
didn't
is.
deserve it, but she did get finessed.
That's just but that's what it is.
It's just how
and
it
that's
had to
what
be.
happens. And her money went to the pocket of a Puerto Rican from New York City.
Yeah, I deserved it.
And you did.
I deserved my 12. What I got out of that? $600.
Yeah, you got and you needed them. Because without those $600, how maybe we don't get here.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
That's just what it is. So whatever.
She also made me dinner when I did her hair. I mean,
you scammed this bitch.
I scammed her.
This is the most New York shit you've ever told me in your life.
Yeah,
you really hit a lick on this bitch.
Yeah,
this is the most lesbian shit you've ever done.
Yeah, you like this apartment? Get it. Let me do your fucking hair and cook me some dinner already. The fuck?
A matter of fact, I got a cousin. You got a car? I got a cousin. He's got a garage. You ever heard of fucking Yonkers? Let me show you something. Let me put you on a little bit of game over here.
Yeah.
And good for you.
Yeah, thank you.
And
Back to you though.
She's fine.
Yeah, I'm sure she's great.
She's fine. And how did we get here as a one thing? Because I'm on it because I'm a little lit, but I can't remember
DC. We started talking about DC and the hood and stuff.
Oh yeah. So DC, I thought it was going to be way more hood than it was.
Yeah, it's been gentrified.
Yeah, super gentrified.
Yeah.
Because even in the less metropolitan areas that we went, where it's like, oh, this is a little more of the outskirts, it was still pretty nice. We went in the daytime.
Yeah.
But great food.
You could have been finessed.
Oh, we could have been finessed. 100%. Great food, really nice community. I love going to cities and seeing the black and minority people wherever they're at. That makes me feel comfortable. Mm-hmm. But it was really nice. We were at the DC Improv, so it was in their downtown area, an 8-minute walk away from the White House, which we visited, me and Max, and we got so much closer. Like that little fence that they let you. Yeah. So much closer than I remembered. Because I went in high school and I was so much closer.
Yeah, I was really far.
Yeah, I thought it was so much farther when I was in high school, but I felt like I saw everything very clearly.
Maybe they've changed it since then.
Maybe they
might have, because I was really far. Like I was like, what the fuck is this? You couldn't see anything.
I felt super close. Like I could see the people in the front, and they offer.
Oh, wow.
They offer tours.
Yeah, I know that.
You have to go through your congressperson, but it's free of charge.
Yeah, so I don't care about that. I don't think.
I kind of now I used to never care about like what the fuck am I going to do in the White House, but now that being there and you see it's like it's a thing, it's a whole thing. I'm like I would like to be inside. Yeah. Regardless of who the president is.
I can be convinced.
Yeah, definitely. And
do you have a chance of running into the president?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he was in town. I think. No,
I'm saying like if you're in there, is there any chance you think?
I don't think so.
Hey, you! Fuck you! Yeah, my dick!
Samantha would have treated the president the same way she treated Taurus.
Taurus on the double-decker bus.
One of my favorite things about Samantha is one time I was walking with her in the city, and anytime you walk in the city, you're liable to see these double-decker buses that are doing like street tours. Mm-hmm. The person on a microphone telling, and if you look to your right, you'll see, the nation. What the fuck?
The UN?
The UN, the United Nations. You see this, you see that. So Samantha says, because I didn't grow up in the city. Yeah. Samantha says, as a youth in the city, what would you do when you saw those buses?
So they would always pass like on First Avenue, and like we would wave at people, and they would wave back because they're stupid.
They're tourists. They don't know what the fuck is going on.
And we'd be like, yeah, fuck you! I just give them the finger. And we were kids, and we thought that shit was so funny.
It is so
We would
funny.
wait on the corner by McDonald's on 6th Street, and be like, yo, one's coming. Let's get ready. And then like, hey, fucking New York! Hey, fuck you! we loved it. Or like when the Suck It was in.
Oh, yeah, you coming? You're POV. You're a family from Montana making your trip to New York for the first time. Your blood pressure's a little high because you're overweight. You don't eat so
Picture
good.
This it's 1996.
Picture this, 1996. You spent way too much money. You got finessed, but you didn't know you get bent over by city prices. So you made a bad decision, but you're with your whole family. You have a poncho on, even though it's only partly cloudy with a 30% of rain, but you have a full poncho on because you're a fucking loser every time. time. You have a poncho on. You're in the back of a double-decker bus. Make no mistake, you can't hear the tour guide point anything out, but you're nodding and smiling because the kids are here.
Yeah.
Look at the baby. Look at the baby. We have a good time. The one thing that you do catch a clear view of is a bunch of New York City youths on the corner of whatever godforsaken neighborhood you've been taken to, because make no mistake, the people driving the bus and giving the tour have no idea what the fuck is going on. They're talking shit. You can't hear them. You make eye contact with the child and you're like, what a wholesome moment. This is the moment I came to New York City for, to connect with the local people. They're waving at you. You're waving at them. And then all of a sudden, all you see and hear is, you can suck my fucking dick, you fucking Midwest pussy.
That's literally what we would do. We loved it. It was so much fun.
That is so funny. I love that.
It's my favorite thing.
That is their rite of passage. And honestly, I feel like everybody from out of town comes to New York for a New York experience. And there's no more New York experience than getting fucking cursed out and made obscene gestures by the children of the city.
I often think about the time that I was doing that. My mom caught me doing it.
Tell me, you've never told me this. Tell
no?
me.
I thought I told you this.
That your mom caught you?
Was it that? It was something she caught us doing. Oh, I wanted to shout out my friend Casey, who I also have to text. I don't think I answered her. I don't think I answered.
You'll get a text soon, Casey.
Casey, I grew up with, and her and I were the only ones with responsible mothers.
Yeah.
Like all our other girls that we hung out with ended up being hoes, and we're the only ones that aren't. We had our parents like liked each other, and they would always like, we had to be home by 6 o'clock and like do all these things. But you know, we were still kids, so we would do. I don't know if it was with the tour guides or if we were just being stupid in the street, because we would also like scare people in the street.
Is this the friend that you said that you would like text over like grown men, like meet me on the CVS, and then you'd walk by and be like,
no, those are the other girls though, because they didn't have any parental restrictions on their AOL, so we were able to go into chat rooms. But me and Casey had parental restrictions, so we weren't allowed.
That's what it is.
But so anyway, I don't know what we were doing. I think we were either scaring people in the street, and something. And this piece of shit kid in my neighborhood who had a crush on me, and I didn't like him back. So on purpose, he saw my mom and was like, "Oh, Samantha is doing, scaring people in the street or whatever." So, and then apparently saw Casey's mom, told her the same thing.
Oh my God.
So we're
trying to catch you slipping.
We're in the street having fun, doing whatever, fucking with people. I don't know if it was a tourist or what we were doing. We were fucking with people for sure. Yeah. And then
what age is this, by the way?
I was probably like 11 or 12.
So we're talking like 6 or 8, 7.
12, yeah. And Casey's younger than me. Casey's maybe like 3 years or 2 years younger than me.
Oh, so you were being a bad influence.
Yeah, but we grew up together. It's different. So we're like doing that. All of a sudden, I hear my mom go, "Oh, you got the call too?" And she's talking to Simone, Casey's mom. And then me and Casey look at each other. We're immediately like, I'll see you next year. We're going to be punished forever. And me and Casey didn't see the light of day for about a month. And we both came out. We were like, "Hey," like our eyes were.
It was like the TikTok on, "Hey."
It was like we had been in the darkness for so long, our eyes were hurting from the sun.
The blindness.
But yeah, my mom was like, "What the fuck are you doing out here? Like, we didn't raise you like that." And then like we both got punished, and our friends were still out doing their thing. Didn't get into trouble at all.
Well, you live, you learn. The experience that you provided so many tourists, it didn't come free of cost to you.
No. It
came at a cost, and that's why they should appreciate it more. So anytime, for everybody who's coming to New York City, anytime you get cursed out by a kid or flipped the fucking void by a child, know that they really put it all out there. You know
that a baby got its pair of Timbs.
Yeah. That's the New York version of coming of age. They got a pair of Timbs.
They got a pair of Timbs.
They got a tree on the side of their boots.
Every middle finger that a tourist gets it's a little baby gets.
Every middle finger a baby gets a beef and brock. And that's just what it is.
Just how it made. Yeah, compare uptowns.
Compare uptowns with the laces all the way undone, the tongue all the way out. And the jeans behind it.
Make no mistake, if a guy had that, I would be like, yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, nothing used to get the hose wet more than knowing, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that the top of your sneaker was blue from your denim.
100%. Yeah. My dad would see guys with sneakers that weren't tied. What's he gonna do if he's got to run?
I used to do that too in 7th grade, and now it makes me happy knowing that like girls were like, "Oh my God, his shoes at the top are probably the same color as Samantha's hat right now." And well, I'm not gonna say the next part.
Yeah, but I get it.
Like, I'm young, but I'm horny for this person of my age who's making me horny. Whatever that is. Okay. I was about to Drake.
I know. So you were in DC.
I was in DC, and again, apologies because I'm a little bit lit. I had an IPA, which is an internationally what's the
I have no idea what an IPA is.
I had a fucking it's pretty awesome. I had an It's Pretty Awesome beer. And so I'm a little bit lit. But I was in DC with Max Manikoff. He was headlining.
IPAs taste like piss.
This one was pretty good.
I don't believe
when the Knicks are playing, it doesn't matter what anything tastes like. I just need to put something in my body to take away from the stress.
You know what doesn't taste like piss?
What?
Lily.
And let that be a reminder to all you fucking bozos out there. Which we didn't need to come into this promo hot, but I'm already here.
Yeah, I don't know what.
Everybody listening to this podcast, Lily is back. 20% off is what you can get. Yes. And you can get the same anxiety-free, very free-loving, wonderful flow in the wind feeling that we get every time we record this podcast. If you buy yourself some Lily, drink it. 20% off with the promo code Softies, SOFTIES, and go get you some Lily.
Get you some Lily. You will really just stop being a bozo.
Motherfucker, are you not listening to this podcast? Are you not watching this podcast? Do you not see Samantha and I fucking chilling hard body?
Hard body.
Are you a bozo? Can you not see it how we having fun? If you can't see how much fun that we're having, you can meet us on a street corner in New York City and then you can suck my fucking dick.
Whoever's listening to this has no idea what we're doing if they're not watching it. Yeah. But I just gave the finger to the camera. It was funny. It was funny. You should be watching it.
You should be watching it. You should be buying yourself some Lily.
And that's a shout out to David who listens.
Yeah, shout out to
who gets mad I don't shout him out. And we didn't shout out his friends that came to our show.
Oh shit, we didn't. But they did, and they were the best part.
Yeah.
They were the best part because, without them, there was probably no gay people there. Besides maybe the blue-haired fucking dreadlocked woman.
Yeah, who doesn't know she's a lesbian yet. So you keep coming with all these men, babe. You like women.
Yeah, what I need you to do is go on Netflix, watch a Twin Flame documentary, and actually transition. That's not, I don't even think that's problematic.
No, it's not. But, if you watch the Twin Flame.
Yeah, shout out to David. Shout out to as Samantha calls them, unproblematically. Shout out to David and the gays.
And the gays.
Coming through, showing us mad love. Shout out to Emma Woman for making that possible.
Yeah.
But we had mad fun. I was in DC with Max Manikoff. He headlined 5 shows between Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. 3 of which were sold out. It was an absolute blast. DC Improv is such a fun club to perform at, and you're gonna love it there when we go. And I just had a blast. I got to sightsee. I got to eat great food. I got to meet super cool people.
Now say you missed me.
Oh my god, no funny shit.
Say it.
I missed you so much. It's fun to be performing in places that I don't usually perform, but nothing is better when you're not there. Aww. That's what I've learned about myself.
I was just making that segment about me.
No, but it's true though. It is true. Every time something fun happened, because me and Max had a good time. We had great shows. We got on stage together, bumped mics. It was mad fun. We ate good food. We saw cool stuff.
Yeah.
And at no point was oh, I'm glad I'm sharing this moment. And this is not a reflection on Max, but at no point was oh, thank God I'm here with Max. It was this would be so much better with Samantha. Not because Max is bad, but because you're the fucking best.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to do all those things. It's just going to be so fun. Because it was cool with just a friend.
I'm going to suck your dick.
And you know what you can do? You can suck my fucking dick. And then pull it out of your mouth so you can
feel it in my pussy.
Oh. And now we're just having a good time. That was a little bit much. Just going to cleanse the palate there. We're having fun. I was in DC. I had a great time. I'm happy to have done it. 5 shows sold out. Got to do a bunch of time. Shout out to Liza Banks, who was our host, and Rob Stant, who was another really good comic that we met. Me and Max had a blast, and we're going to be in LA soon, and we're going to have a great time there. So been on the road, been having fun, stretching, doing some time, and I'm grateful for it, and I can't wait for when we get to do it together.
Yeah, I'm super hyped about
and
that.
I had a bunch, I had at least 3 people that I met at those DC shows come to the table with me and Max after and be like, I came because I saw Max and I met Max at one of our shows.
Oh wow!
Either a Brownish or a Street Talk that we were both on.
Oh wow!
He was like, I saw you. The girls were like, I saw you. I saw your girlfriend, and that is super. Yeah. I love hearing that because
yes. Also, the other week though, last Monday we were walking in Battery Park.
Oh yeah, we were.
And this guy was like, Hey, you too.
You guys are doing your fucking thing. You guys are
doing your thing. I see you on Instagram.
Hell yeah!
And he's like, keep going, man. And that was so great.
Yeah. And we love to hear that. So if you guys if anybody we have a lot of silent listeners that listen and maybe don't comment or don't subscribe or don't do whatever. Don't make themselves
a silent listener,
which is okay. We love the fact that you engage. We encourage you to leave a comment. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
As we do, everybody comment, subscribe, follow us. www.patreon.com/softlaunch. Become a super softy, $5, get great content. But we still love that. If just telling us that you listen,
oh my God,
or that you recognize that we're doing something from our clips, it really means a lot.
It is the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, and I love when that happens for me on the road because I can tell you about it, and it's like, even when it's just one of us, we're getting that love, and it's coming for us. And it was super exciting, you know? And then what else happened? I just shot something with, this is going to sound way worse than it is. I just shot something with Fox News, and they treated me really nice. The host was a little bit problematic with his views, trying to make some funny stuff. And I was like, I don't agree with this, but I'm just trying to get paid. But
really?
Yeah.
We haven't even talked about it, so I don't even know.
It was cool. Like, it was fine. But, like, he was saying, broads, type stuff like that. Fine.
So he was a real man. You understand?
Truly, really and truly, and honestly, more probably in line with the type of comedy that's gonna get closer to the mainstream. You okay, boo?
I went down the wrong pipe.
Yeah, it's whatever. But never, I can't relate because every time I'm with you, I go down the right pipe. Scary how good the sex is.
Did you mean to hit that
Hello,
one?
Dad. I don't know, man. I just be pressing buttons a little bit. Shout out to my parents. Shout out to my dad. Dad, if you're seeing this, send a zombie emoji just because. But yeah, I did some Fox News thing, and it was cool. And they paid me. So,
And now your credit's going to be Fox News.
I don't think I'm going to do that.
Make no mistake.
Yeah. It can't be.
You might have seen him on Fox News.
Yeah.
He shares their views. Give it up for JC Mendoza.
And then I'm going to come out and I'm going to be like, hey, actually, she mispronounced my name. My name is...
Oh.
I'm going to blurt that up. Not a big deal.
Yeah.
Fun. She also recommended another comic that I knew that was there, so it was fine. And, whatever. No... It was just funny because the other comment was like, yeah, just don't tell people that because I don't think she wants people to know. And I'm like, that makes sense.
Yeah.
But had a good time, recorded some stuff, got to watch the Knicks games with my friends. I can't complain. The Knicks won. I'm happy, and I feel like that will easily transition us to our next segment.
Is this just one thing about JC?
Did you not do yours?
Did I?
Oh, I thought your whole thing. Oh, no, your whole thing went off my whole thing. And, this is just... Now I know what I'm going to be paying for later.
Yeah.
She's you thought you were getting your dick sucked? Well, get ready to listen to. You know what's really funny? You know what I thought was funny? I just really think it's funny how.
Yeah, you just better be hungry because I'm going to do a lot of eating. You understand?
Lilia! No. That's just what it is. So tell me one thing about you. Babe.
One thing about me is I didn't really have anything prepared, but I feel like a real Knicks fan.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How has it been for you, these playoffs, getting involved? Because this is what I assume, just because I have an ego and I want to believe I'm the biggest part of your life that's ever been. But, like, how does it feel? I feel like this is your first season really all in on athletics, for real. Like, in the heat of it.
I've watched like
Yankees
the playoffs.
Stuff, yeah.
Well, yeah, the Yankees. That's like I've always done that. That's not because of a dude. That's just me. And then I like my brother would always have on like the playoffs and stuff.
Yeah,
it's just the first time that I'm seeing the Knicks be good. Like when I was a kid, like when Patrick Ewing was playing, like it was just on, but I didn't care.
Yeah, and the Knicks were good a couple of years ago with Carmelo.
And stuff. Yeah, and I was super into it then too.
It wasn't like this. This is different.
I was super into it, but I mean, what did they make it to the they didn't make it?
No, to be honest, they made it to this exact part of the season against the same exact team.
Oh, wow.
Second round against
I only thought they made it to the first round with Carmelo.
They beat the Celtics in the first round. They almost blew a 3-0 lead. That was when J.R. Smith was linked to Rihanna. Do you remember that?
Yes, I do.
And then...
Rihanna.
Yeah, it was Rihanna. J.R. Smith was linked to Rihanna at a nightclub. There were pictures taken. And then Rihanna came out publicly and was like, absolutely not. And then J.R. Smith... who won the Sixth Man of the Year that year, lost all of his mojo, started playing terrible, elbowed Jason Terry, got suspended. We were up 3-0, and it went to Game 7.
Yeah,
we lost
I recall.
Straight.
I do recall this.
So, and then we made it to the next round, and then we lost to who we're playing now, the Indiana Pacers.
Yes.
So this is as far as we've ever been.
So I watched, but I wasn't as invested.
Yeah, it's different.
And now I'm like, I just really love this team. It's just really fun to watch.
Yeah, this is
like I've liked to watch basketball. Mm-hmm. Like I enjoy it. Like I really the Knicks were not that great, so I really liked the Celtics.
Yeah.
And like for years, because they would always be like in the finals with LA and stuff. So and like when they were such a fun team, like Big Baby and all that, that was so much fun to watch.
Let me tell you something real quick. I'm a diehard Knicks fan, and when the Knicks were uncompetitive for a very long time, like in the 2000s, when like Ray Allen went to the Celtics, I was rooting for the Celtics. Yeah. I was actively rooting for the Celtics over the Lakers. I wasn't a big Kobe Bryant fan, rest in peace. I identified as a Celtics fan. Mm-hmm. And then Carmelo was always my favorite player.
Yeah.
And I always supported the Knicks, but they weren't competitive, so I never had to choose between the Knicks and the Celtics. Then the Knicks got good, and I was like, well, I'm not gonna not choose my hometown team. But I was fully
Yeah,
rooting
they were
for
just
the
a really
Celtics.
fun team to
Never
watch.
over the Knicks, but definitely in those big playoff series.
Yeah. So, but now is the first time. Yeah. So it does feel good.
Yeah.
But I like watching like the Celtics play because I'm not tied to them. Like, it feels personal because it's New York.
Yeah, and now I realize
now
like
I'm like-
watching the Celtics, I wasn't as like
I
watching
didn't
the Knicks. I
care
have a
either way.
gut. It's a gut wrenching.
I don't feel like I know my blood pressure is through the roof. Like I got up after the game and I looked at Brandon Sagalow and I was like, I'm dizzy.
Yeah.
Like I wasn't breathing.
Yeah, this past game that we just
that's what I was watching.
It's Monday. We just watched game 1 of the round 2 series between the Knicks and the Pacers, and the Knicks fucking stole a game.
Yeah.
I was saying
We'll talk about it in the next segment.
I was just But so you feel like
I feel like a real sports bitch. I walked into New York Comedy Club today. They were watching the Met Gala, and I walked in. I was like, because I was looking at the score on my phone, and then I was like, you know, the Knicks game on.
Yeah, they were letting the gays and the girlies control the TV, and Samantha was like, hey. Not an ally today. Let's get the heteronormative shit on.
Yeah, I was like, come on. And also,
nobody watches the Met Gala. We go on Twitter to see the looks. Put the fucking Knicks on.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it's more for me. I'm like, this is New York, baby.
Yeah.
Like for me now, I'm looking at everybody like, don't be disrespectful.
Yeah.
Like when New York is playing, we put the fucking.
Yeah.
I'm almost mad. I get on stage and I'm like. Look at people like, what the fuck are you guys doing here?
Yo, facts.
Why aren't you watching the game?
Dog, one time I made a football joke. Like I made a football joke while I was on stage on a Sunday. And I was like, oh, we got football fans in here? And then nobody said anything. And then I was like,
yeah, well, they wouldn't be here.
Yeah, obviously they're not here. But yeah, it's you feel a type of way about the people in the stands.
Yeah, I'm like,
I'm here because this is an opportunity and maybe some money.
Yeah.
But not because of my volition. I wouldn't pay to be here at this time.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's funny.
But that was my one thing. But anyway, let's go to our next
So,
segment.
but just because it's an easy transition into the Knicks, which is what we're going to talk about next, we're going to talk about pop culture, things that are going on in the world, 2 very important things happening that we're going to get to in this segment called I So Boom. And I So Boom, the Knicks won game 1 in their second round series between the Knicks and the Pacers. And fucking Jesus Lord Christ Almighty.
It's too much.
I'm going to be honest with you. After the last series,
keep touching my thigh like that. You're gonna have to do something about it.
And you guys are gonna see me. I'm pinching. I'm just gonna pinch the puss.
No, you're not.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm a little lit. I'm sorry for saying that. Let me just that was rude. I'm sorry about that. But I'm gonna do it after, not on camera, because that's uncomfortable for everybody. And
you keep talking about it.
It's just funny to me at this point. But the round 1 series between the Knicks and the Sixers was the most stressful basketball series I've ever seen in my entire life. No exaggeration.
Yeah,
like,
that was a lot.
Every single game was down to the wire. They were all like massive fucking momentum shifts. The Knicks would be up 8, then down 5, and it was ridiculous.
Or the Knicks would be up 22 and then down.
It was never an easy watch.
No.
So as soon as this game 1 started, I was texting my group chat like, this just feels different. Because the Pacers are not as scary as the Sixers.
Yeah.
So, I'm like, oh, this doesn't feel as scary. Joel Embiid is not here. Tyrese Maxey is not here.
Yeah.
The boogeymen from the first round, we can breathe a little bit.
Yeah.
We were playing well in the beginning, and then we just got fucking punched till the end of the game. And I was like, oh, it doesn't matter who we're playing against. This team is a fucking... This is how it's going to be.
Yeah, it's just ebbs and flows.
This is what's going... the agreement that the Knicks have with whatever angel or devil they've made a deal with is that maybe you'll have a better chance to win, but it's going to be fucking gut-wrenching for everybody that knows and loves you.
It's too much. I can't...
Jesus fucking Christ.
I have enough anxiety on my own. I'm like, wait, it just needs to be over. I need to be at the finals it needs to be last day of the finals.
Anytime I'm watching a game, I have to actively remind myself, calm down.
Yeah.
Calm down. It's not worth... Not that it's not worth it, but it's like... They're not going to do better if they know that you're this down.
For me, I'm just like, if they lose, then I'm going to have anxiety. You have that pit in your stomach. Like, I remember the first time the Yankees lost, in the World Series that I had ever seen, when they lost in 2001.
Yes,
and I was,
to the Diamondbacks.
The Diamondbacks should have thrown the series. It was our year to win.
I know it was.
It was 9/11. How dare you?
I know. And what makes it worse was a fucking Cuban that did it.
Was it?
Luis Gonzalez had that hit off Mariano Rivera, bottom of the ninth, game 7. Yeah. So my dad was like, well, I mean...
That's a cute guy.
He's a cute kid.
But it's so then I was like, if they lose, I'm not gonna want to do this podcast. Like, that's what I was thinking. I was like, I'm gonna be annoyed, and that I'm just thinking, I'm like, this is what who am I?
Yeah, how did I get my emotions so tied up?
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to care about this at all.
Do you have a parallel for how heavy it feels in your? Because I know how it feels. but I don't have a parallel because sports is the most important thing that I watch.
Yeah.
Do you have a parallel for something that you feel so heavy about, like waiting for a result, maybe like American Idol or something, where you're like, oh my God, if it doesn't go the way that I want it to go, it's gonna fucking break me?
You've been with me for like 2.5 years. American Idol?
I was just asking.
Do you think I watch American Idol?
No, but something like that. Because I remember seeing
watch The Voice. No, I'm joking. I don't watch any of those shows.
I remember being younger and being like, I really want Justin Guarini.
Oh, yeah.
And having emotions tied up in it. Or like a dating, like a Flavor of Love.
Yeah. I would feel like that. It doesn't feel the same. I think actually American Idol probably, because I wanted Clay Aiken to win.
That's what I was saying. Yeah, that's something like that. Yeah.
And then he lost. I mean, no, I think sports is a little different.
Sports is so deep. It's so deeply tied into everything.
Yeah. I mean, also it was so long ago. I don't remember, but the feeling that I have in my stomach is as if I'm the one playing.
I know.
That's what it feels like. I'm like it would feel like what I would feel like if I lost. Yeah. And I'm like, why? I'm not. No, I don't like it. I just started watching you guys 2 minutes ago.
That's why people like, I met up with my friends. Shout out to Adrian. Shout out to Ariel. I met up with friends that like are degenerate gamblers and had so many different bets on the game. And like while the game is going on, the Knicks would be up and they're like, yeah, but you know, Jalen's looking like he's going to hit the over. I bet the under. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you people? The game is stressful enough. And now you're adding money.
I'm trying to play.
Jesus Christ, dude. I'm trying to give my best performance.
Yeah.
They're going to lose without me. But yeah, it is so deep. Do you feel like, has being with me helped? Like, I feel like I want to provide you with like the tea and the behind the scenes like storylines, because it is juicy. Things like the NBA and rap, like those are things that I love telling you about, because I like anime is hard because it's much harder to sell, but like with NBA and rap, it's like, oh, I can tell you the backstory and you're gonna be invested.
I'm invested. I'm super invested, and make no mistake, I'm this excited just because I love the story of like Hart and Brunson and DiVincenzo playing together. Like I'm like, oh, that's all I needed to hear.
And even if they did,
they all played together. You like they one thing. I'm like,
oh, so they're friends. Oh, they're friends off screen.
That's me. That's what I did. I was like, oh, they're friends.
So they go on vacation after the reunion.
After they leave New York.
Okay. So Candy and her were friends before the season, before she came on. They're friends up for real.
Yeah. That's how I feel. I'm like, oh, this is that's all you had to tell me.
Yeah.
I was like, they went together.
Yeah.
I'm like, and I was like, the chemistry.
Yeah, I love that, and it's so fun for me because like I get so excited because it's not that. I don't feel like Samantha's ever going to reject anything that I put on her. Like, I don't think you're going to outright tell me I'm stupid. But when I have something that I know you're going to like, even though it's mine, like something that I love, like I'm so excited.
Yeah.
Because it's going to be so easy and you're going to be like, you're going to get all in.
Yeah.
And that's what's happened with the Knicks at this point.
Yeah.
And that's a lot of fun. And, you know, when you guys hear this, is going to be Wednesday, and the Knicks are going to be gearing up to play against the Pacers for Game 2. I'm going to be on a plane to California for the Netflix Is a Joke Comedy Festival.
Yeah, and you have to pay for the Wi-Fi.
I'm going to have to pay for the Weefs.
Yeah.
And I'm going to watch that game, but, you know, just, if you're hearing this, send all your positive energy to the Knicks, because if you like this podcast, by proxy, you love the Knicks, because if the Knicks are not doing well, there's a very low chance you're getting the pod.
Yeah.
But if we're winning, you're getting it. And you're getting the best version of it.
Yeah. Do you say, are you... Well, you like Arsenal more than you like the Knicks.
At this point, no. It's easier for... I love them both dearly. I would never choose between them. But
if you had to.
They are my two favorite franchises.
If you had to choose this year, who's going to win the chip?
Knicks.
You choose the Knicks.
I would choose the Knicks. I would choose the Knicks to win the chip because I think Arsenal has a brighter future going forward. Like, overall, I think they're going to have a... I think this season for the Knicks versus Arsenal, this season is more magical for the Knicks.
Yeah.
Like, it's like, oh, something special's happening right now.
Right now in this
moment.
We're
without one of our best players, and we're still very, very, like, above competitive.
Yeah.
Like, we can win in theory. It's going to be hard, but something magical, and I think it's like, it's more magical than what's happening with Arsenal, who I think are going to have a sustained challenge for the next couple of years. So I would pick the Knicks this year.
Okay.
But yeah. So it's fun. It's fun for me.
I'm into
shout out to the Knicks. It's a big important battle that's dividing a lot of people and bringing a lot of people together. A lot of people have opinions on it, and so is the next thing that we want to talk about.
Yeah.
And we've talked about a couple episodes, but now Samantha's listened to the tracks.
I've listened.
She's been properly mansplained.
Yes.
Kendrick and Drake.
Drake.
Beef to end all beefs.
Yeah. And this is my conclusion.
Yes, I love it. Give it to me.
It is. If Kendrick doesn't put the fucking lyrics on his videos, I'm gonna lose my shit. You understand? I'm like, I don't know what you're saying, and now I have to it's. Oh my God. And then I'm like nervous he's going to drop something new, and then I have to wait for a lyric video.
My God, that is so funny because it's not even it's so true that when I'm catching Samantha up on all this beef, and make no mistake, it's not just the J. Cole, it's not just the Kendrick and Drake beef that I'm telling her about. I'm starting at Lil Wayne and Birdman.
Yeah,
I'm starting about Lil Wayne, Birdman, and Pharrell. That's where I'm starting.
Yeah.
And I'm telling her about every single thing leading up to it. And we finally get to the present day, and I play her Family Matters by Drake, which is the one with the music video with the minivan and all that. So she's watching, she's like, oh, wow, he's really like, he's going at him hard because it's a music video, it's got the lyrics on it. Then we get to Meet the Grams, which happens right after. And Samantha's like, is it, did he not put the lyrics on the video? And I had to pull it up on my phone so we could follow along.
I had to read it with my finger.
Because like Samantha is where she stands in the beef has nothing to do with who's saying what. It's just about who's making it accessible.
Yeah, I'm like, well, I'm on Drake's side because he made it easy for me.
I can hear what
I knew what the fuck he was saying.
Along.
You started playing. I'm like, come on.
Yeah. And it is a harder track to listen to, Meet the Grams, because the bass kind of overshadows the lyrics and makes it a little fuzzy. So you have to really listen. And one thing about Samantha, if it's not a reunion, it's hard for her to really listen.
I'm like, have you guys I know we put it out in 20 minutes or whatever, but I'm like, has he not heard? I'm like, they do the fucking subtitles for you.
Unfortunately, my love, I'm gonna have to bleep that out because that is the only thing that keeps us relevant as a podcast, and I can't give the secret sauce to just anybody listening. So you guys, it's Samantha made a very good comparison, and unfortunately, you're not going to be able to respect her intelligence because I'm not leaving that in.
Yeah, I guess
that's out, and I actually need a legitimate Liliano because I don't even want you guys to go back and try to figure out what she said. That's the secret sauce is what she gave you. But no, it's true though. It is true. Drake. First of all, that visual for the song "Family Matters," that was Drake's. That was his magnum opus.
Yeah.
That was what was supposed to win him this beef. And it did for 19 minutes. And then Kendrick came and just,
Do you think Kendrick was sitting on it for a little bit?
I think Kendrick had it recorded before Drake had his recorded.
Okay.
I think Kendrick, what it felt like, what I believe, is that Kendrick had maybe 2 tracks, depending on what angle Drake was going to go with. He had 2 tracks pre-recorded. Like, if he says something about my family, I drop this track. If he says something about whatever other thing I think he might, I have this track. So I think he already had them, and I know about this, uploaded on YouTube, unlisted, only link to share. Like, he had it ready to go, and all he had to do was click public.
Yeah.
And that's chess, and that's not checkers. While Drake, his shot, now that I have time, and I'm not gonna like speak too deeply on it. Family Matters, Drake's track is better than the Kendrick track that came after, because that whole track is based on Drake having a secret daughter, and he definitely doesn't.
Yeah, definitely.
That's a lie. To be fair to Kendrick, Drake is also lying, I think, about the domestic violence and the child being his manager.
Yeah, I don't think that's
true at all. I think most of it is fake, but Drake's song is better.
Yeah.
Because you can dance to it. He fucking eviscerates every other rapper involved.
Yeah, no, it was great.
Absolutely full ethers.
Yeah.
Them. You know,
and by every rapper involved, also Rihanna.
Oh my God. That was my favorite realization of the beef, because Twitter at this point, doesn't matter who won the beef. You got diehard Kendrick fans, you got diehard Drake fans. I love them both, so I'm on both sides.
Yeah.
But like the diehard Drakes are saying Kendrick is a liar. We don't believe him. Drake won. And the diehard Kendricks and most of the population is like, Drake is fucking corny and a pedophile, and we don't care what he says, so he's wrong.
Yeah.
So I just thought, like, what's actually true is that Drake was shaming and bashing Kendrick for being an alleged domestic violence abuser. Same track.
Yeah.
First 16 bars. You know who really bang a set? My Ninja CB. Chris Brown in LA. That's what he's saying. Shout out to Chris Brown. And then a verse later is actively rapping and dissing Rihanna, and also saying, yo, Kendrick is weird because he beat his baby moms.
Yeah.
And it's like, brother, could you read the worm? Could you read the womb? Could you read the room worse?
Yeah. It's comical.
It is so funny. And that's like a lot of the comebacks that Drake's come out with. That's been the big criticism, is that it's a lot of hypocrisy in it.
Yeah.
And they try to do the same thing to Kendrick. They're saying, oh, you know, he didn't domestically abuse his wife, but Kodak Black was all on his last album. Kodak Black has those allegations. Mm-hmm. But like, Kendrick didn't say anything about domestic abuse.
Yeah, he didn't even deny it.
I mean, for all we know, and this doesn't make Kendrick, this is a bad thing. For all we know, Kendrick's stance is you can beat women as long as they're of age. He's talking about pedophiles.
Yeah.
I don't believe that, but that's the worst thing you can gather from Kendrick, which is not true. But that's what you could say. And even that is like, he's still not contradicting himself like you are.
Yeah. I think what this beef really is just going to ignite Twitter.
Yeah.
Because these songs
100%.
are based on everything they're talking about, both sides.
100%. Social
media speculation. It's like I've seen TikToks about this.
Yep.
I'm like, not Kendrick having the same algorithm as me. That's crazy.
That's what you learn. You, as a Puerto Rican Italian woman from New York City, and Kendrick Lamar, a strong black man from Compton, California, have the same TikTok algorithm. So who knows who won between Drake and Kendrick Lamar? The real winner is the Chinese TikTok algorithm.
You understand?
And that is funny, but it's not a joke.
Yeah.
It gotta be banned.
No.
Yeah, the red, white, and blue gotta stand fucking true.
What are we gonna do at night?
Oh, I need TikTok.
No, I need TikTok. Mona?
Dude, I trust the Chinese people for my food.
Yeah.
I trust the Chinese people for my fortunes. I trust the Chinese people with most of the products that I use. What makes you think that I'm not going to trust them to provide me with the best possible content on the internet?
Wait, yes. And also it's like, I love that the government's like, no, you can't have our people's information. That's for us.
That's what we have.
Yeah. We need it.
Yeah.
Also, when people are like, the Chinese have our information, I'm like, take it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Show me more dog videos. I don't care.
Have you ever met a Chinese person? So thoughtful. So kind. Just listening and responding. That's what the algorithm is.
Yeah.
That's what I want.
Yeah.
Americans are not thoughtful. The government doesn't have my best interest.
No.
But you know who actually has my best interest? The Chinese government. The Chinese government cares more about American citizens than the American government ever could.
Yeah.
That's not a joke.
And my baby has had too much to drink. He's been sipping on that Geo juice.
Have I been sipping on the Geo juice, or am I a Cuban kid? Shout out to my dad. Shout out to
your dad's never been prouder.
Yeah, I'm not gonna shout out. I was about to shout out Fidel Castro. I'm not gonna do that. I don't think I
that's
support
crazy. I think you might have already done that.
No.
But I think that ends our take on Drake and Kendrick. Who do you have?
I have Drake up. Kendrick. I said Drake here. I meant Kendrick, and I wanted to upload this to the podcast to make sure everybody knows that I have Kendrick up right now, not Drake. Thank you very much. Because Not Like Us, I feel like That is the best song out of everything released. The first one that started all this, Like That. I love that song. Then after that, I think Family Matters, Drake's song, is incredible, but Not Like Us is a real bop. Like it's going to be an anthem, like for real. It is what Back to Back was when Drake did that to Meek Mill.
Who's the song you're talking about?
Not Like Us is the one
that you like.
The last one.
69.
Yeah, he's a 16 freaky ass. He is 69 God. Hey, run for your life. Like that. It's a real bop. It's a groove. I would play if we are gonna get married soon, and that song's gonna play.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say fun. If we get married.
No, and I was, but I'm drunk, but I'm not a fucking moron.
Yeah, how soon?
Yeah, soon enough.
Yeah.
All right. Once I get the okay from the Chinese, it's going down. You understand? It's just what it is.
You understand?
But so the Knicks are up, Kendrick's up, K's are up. Just not the KKK, but the Kendrick and the Knicks are up. We don't like the KKK, but we like the letter K right now.
Yeah, you're gonna shut up.
I don't think I have to blurt out not supporting the KKK.
Oh, I thought you said Kendrick's up, the KKK is up.
Oh, KKK is not up. Knicks and Kendrick, 2 Ks.
Yes. Okay.
Once you add a third one, it gets weird.
So are we on now to our next segment?
Our last segment, our favorite segment.
Yes.
That's what they saying.
That's what they saying. I couldn't think of it.
That's all right. We don't thinking. Let me do that.
Yeah. I don't want to do it.
You're a woman.
Yeah.
Get in the kitchen. You don't know why think when you can cook your man something.
You stupid. So we put up a prompt.
Yes.
That was what are your non-sexual turn-ons?
Yes.
And so I got a whole lot.
And spoiler alert, you guys fucking showed out again.
Yeah,
so we're gonna keep up with the prompts. We're gonna keep prompting you to tell us things, ask us questions. Also, remember, we have a Google link up. We haven't checked it this episode. We're gonna record another one tomorrow and put it out next week because I'm gonna be in LA. Please go to our Google link, submit a story, whatever the fuck you want, and then go to Patreon, www.patreon.com/softlaunch. Come a softie for $5, and if you can't do that, just like, comment, subscribe. Engage with us.
Engage with us.
You know.
Okay, so here we go. I'm gonna just start reading them off, and if we want to talk about,
and then we'll talk
more,
about some non-sexual turn-ons that we get from our softies.
Yes. So we got one that said these back-to-back Drake and Kendrick disses.
100%.
Yeah, my baby was rock hard.
I was hard. We did have sex when Drake dropped the Heart Part 6. We had sex after, but it didn't make me horny. I actually needed a break from it.
Yeah.
It actually made me unhorny.
Yeah. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like, put your phone down.
Yeah, no. You're right. And so like, it is I'm horny for the beef, but when it comes to actual real horniness that can get me laid, it didn't help with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. A non-sexual turn on is brushing your teeth before bed. Just having good hygiene.
Yeah, and sometimes the fun thing about rap is that there's a lot of bars, and the fun thing about dating is sometimes the bars are on the floor.
Yeah. Just want somebody that cares about their health.
Just doing the bare mins.
Yeah.
The bare mins.
Following through and flowers and manners.
Following through like on a jump shot. Like when they do this, they just walk around like this all day.
All day.
That's what gets me. That's a non-sexual turn on when I see Josh Hart and Jalen Brunson do it. So I kind of do agree with that.
Yeah. I think she means when you do what you say.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's follow through.
Yeah, well, the Knicks are on in the playoffs. Yeah, this is the follow-through right now.
Yeah, she's turned on by another guy shooting a ball.
Yeah, and unfortunately for me, follow-through is sexy because I'm sexually attracted to the Knicks, and I'm not only following through, but I'm a little homosexual for my Knicks. Is that bad?
No. Wearing your seatbelt while driving.
Is it turn on?
Is it turn on?
That's good for the.
I think we had something similar the other day. Somebody said that.
Somebody said.
I think it's nice.
Somebody said a dating ick is driving below the speed limit.
That's very funny.
Yeah, that's what they said.
Yeah.
So this is just the opposite of that. And shout out to all the guys like me who are just safety first. Yeah. Shout out to all my safety firsts.
Yeah. Me too. Same.
Yeah. Wear a seatbelt, won't wear a condom.
Yeah, because what's a little chlamydia ever done to me?
Yeah, because I'm a nerd. I'm not a fucking loser. Fuck out of here. I care for my life, but I'll bring another one.
I think JC's proudest moment is getting chlamydia.
It just lets you know I was out there.
Yeah. It's literally what...
I was amongst the riffraff.
Yeah. Just put your drink on my arm.
In case you wanted some lemon.
Okay, a non-sexual turn on is when they do what I say.
Well,
which bitch, same.
Oh, is it a woman that wrote that?
Of course.
Well, that makes it okay. Because a guy can't have that opinion. No,
I would not be happy to read that.
When the broad fucking does what I tell her to.
When she fucking listens for once in her fucking life.
Yeah, when the bitch finally cuts the crust off the sandwich that she's making me. I'm hot. I'm heavy,
when the bitch doesn't burn the cutlets.
When the bitch has a proper fucking cold cut ratio. When she doesn't overload my sandwich with lettuce. My name is Gabriel Blanco.
Puts the right amount of bologna and cheese on the sandwich.
When she puts on that bologna and then belows me. Do what I say.
Only reason why I like when she gives me a blowjob is she's not fucking talking. Using her mouth for something good for once.
If you're using that mouth, it better be to blow me or to uplift the Knicks. Otherwise, what the fuck are we talking about? This is New York City. Go to Cat's Deli, get me a pastrami.
I'm dead. Okay, ready? A non-sexual turn-on is when they are really passionate about something like work or a hobby.
Yeah,
that is such a huge turn-on.
I didn't realize how important that was until I started doing it myself. Yeah. It's the whole game. You have to, because when you have something that you're passionate about, it doesn't even have to be the same thing. We're lucky that it is. Yeah. But if you had anything, I would like. I didn't realize how fun it was to pour into somebody.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
Like for you to unleash your full potential. It's so much. It's rewarding to have somebody pour into you, but also being that person.
Yeah, it's the best. And it's just nice to have somebody, because I often feel like when someone doesn't have a passion or something, then you sometimes become their like passion. Yeah, and then it's like, I don't want to be that.
Unrealistic standard.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Have you ever seen a passion that you're like, okay, you're passionate about it, but this is fucking stupid, or this is not good?
No, I dated a rapper. So the answers I sing on his choruses.
Watch your mouth. You didn't date a rapper. You dated the voice of a generation.
I dated the best lyricist the city has ever seen.
Yeah. Shout out to WWE. Samantha and I together we watched the Royal Rumble, but we should have watched the Rumble Royale. And that's staying in. Royale was his rap name. Just what it is. And
that's hysterical that you didn't remember that.
He's not a legend, but I know him very well. Great taste in broads.
Yeah.
He knows how to pick them.
Yeah.
Just what it is. I don't know his wife, but I'm sure we would get along.
You wouldn't think she's pretty.
Yeah, because personality is not enough. You gotta have a fat ass and a flat stomach. It's just what it is. I think what I'm trying to think of something that I would see as a passion, but I'll be like, this is still dumb. Yeah, like what I think for men, like sports gambling, that's not a passion.
Oh, well, no.
That's an addiction, buddy.
Yeah, well, that's like someone saying drinking is their passion.
Yeah, that's true.
No, that's not. That's crazy.
Drinking can be your passion, but wine tasting can.
Not your passion. I feel
people are passionate about like an oaky aftertaste.
Well, people are passionate about like wine and like learning wine and stuff. I don't know. I'm just thinking of like, I don't know, like actual hobbies. Yeah, like if somebody, I don't know. I can't think of anything.
I feel you. I know.
What do people do? What are people passionate about? Like if someone's passionate about running, you know, like
that's cool.
I would go and support them. That's cool. Like at races and things like that, you know, or sport. Like
what's something you would be unsupportive of?
I'm so supportive. I don't know. I'm trying to think of something that would be like.
I think I would be unsupportive of like if reaction videos were your passion.
Oh.
I think I would be unsupportive.
Well, yeah.
And this is fucked up. I think I would be, and this is not even true, and I don't say this to convince people. I would be unsupportive if like makeup was your passion.
Like a makeup artist? Yeah. They make so much money.
But you'd have to do it before. Like I would have to. That's something I would have to see the returns on.
Oh, really?
And that's wrong of me. But
yeah, that's
like,
crazy.
What are you just gonna fucking beat your face all day?
Yeah, that's how I know you're not in the algorithm. I mean, that's like one of the best things you could do online.
I'm a progressive man, but I'm still a man.
Yeah,
I will get it wrong.
Are you crazy? I don't even wear makeup like that, and I will sit and watch a full makeup video.
Yeah,
I have people that I watch to do their makeup.
That's true, but you're also like you're a tiny brained woman though.
You have had.
Understand? My inhibitions are free because I feel it in my psyche, but I also
feel it in my pussy.
Oh, having fun, baby.
All right, ready? A non-sexual turn-on is not judging me for using my Regal points when we go to the movies for a date. Why would somebody not let you use your points?
Who the fuck have you dated?
That's crazy.
You know, a non-sexual turn-on is being with somebody that has points in places. Like it's like, yo, we're gonna go here, but we're only flying this airline because I have points. And it's
or just being hot. Like, oh, you know, if you use this, like you get points. It's like, bitch, what? Did you just put me on?
Yeah, like when you were like tripling down into Starbucks because they gave Delta points. Yeah, that was hot.
Yeah,
I like
they
that.
They were giving me Delta points.
Yeah,
they were giving me 1 mile per dollar I spent.
Yeah, and
I spent a lot of money in Starbucks.
Make no mistake, I'm a hot-blooded man. I like to bang a broad, but I also like a broad who bangs for their buck.
Yeah,
and that's a non-sexual turn on. Bitch, you know how to fuck, but you know how to find a deal.
Yeah. What do you mean that shirt's $3? Where'd you get it?
Yeah, bitch, you're cool with my group, but you're also cool on Groupon. Groupon? Yes, what are you talking about? Really fun. I need that. I need a bitch that can sniff them out, man. Yeah. And you get a deal. You get
I get it. That's my number one thing. I love a deal.
You know a promo code.
I love a promo code.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know the bro code. You know the girl code, and you know the promo code. You a bad bitch.
Thank you.
Down to the code.
Yes.
Yep. Bad bitch who know the code.
Yes.
Get you a real one.
When she gets the fucking joke. Yeah.
Yeah, humor's big.
Same. Someone next to it. Someone who understands sarcasm.
Yeah.
Making dinner plans. That's a big one. Yeah.
I feel like, honestly, at this point, for guys, there's no excuse. Women have communicated this one so, like, it's to the point where it's like you don't even have to actually make it a part of your personality to be a planning person.
Yeah.
When you ask a girl on a date, have a place in mind.
Have a place to go.
Or don't, but be like, I'll pick it.
And it's so easy to find something. Ask around, or you can literally just Google it.
That's one of the things, like, you know, in women's fight for equality, men's first instinct is to buck back and be like, why? But when women do this, that is the easiest women make it. So just easy. Plan the date, brother. You're really fucking helping yourself.
It's so true. Nice hands and feet and teeth.
Those are sexual though. You're not going to tell me feet aren't sexual.
No, teeth.
Teeth are part of the whole thing.
Hands and teeth.
Hands, teeth. It's all sexual.
Okay, I don't
You
know
have
about
great
that.
teeth.
I know that, but I'm saying I don't know that teeth are sexual.
Well, hands and feet though.
Well, the feet are not there, babes. It's
She
teeth.
said feet.
No,
You said feet.
I did, and then I said hands, and then I corrected myself
But
and said
you can't-
teeth.
you can't
and
just
then I told you twice that it didn't say feet.
Well, motherfucker,
But baby's drunk.
You can't just be playing around with feet. You can't throw feet and sexual in the same sentence and act like I'm not gonna have a fucking reaction.
Yeah.
What are you, crazy?
And then something about when a man rolls up his sleeves.
Damn, that bitch a Republican.
No, there is something
Roll
nice.
up his sleeves and do what? Pull himself up by his bootstraps? Get the fuck
No,
out of here.
I think a roll up his sleeves and get work done.
I know. I was.
Oh.
I wanted you to go along with it.
Oh, sorry, baby.
Yeah,
I
it's
didn't
all right.
catch that one.
Yeah. So you missed the non-sexual turn on getting the fucking joke.
Yeah.
Scary.
The one reverse parking into a spot with one hand.
That's communicating.
That is hot.
That is hot. I when I see my homies do it, I'm like, oof, yeah. Well, what a lucky wife you have.
Yeah, I feel like because I grew up in New York City,
Yeah.
like when a guy drove, even if he was bad at it, I was like, what?
You were like, you have a car?
You have a car? I'm like, oh my God, that's giving front yard, backyard. That's giving I can get in that car and you could drive me and take me out the hood.
I feel like because we're in the city, like I'll put the sub in suburban. You can dominate me. I'm a sub. If you're suburban, I'm a sub.
Yeah, I'm like, do you park that car in a driveway?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, when a guy had a car, it was like it's giving money.
You have a driveway? Well, now you going out of your way to drive me crazy.
Yeah, anytime a guy had a car, I'm like, oh, he must have money.
Yeah.
Because that was like not a thing people have. I know like in the suburbs, a lot of people have cars, and I don't know how people make
Everybody
that work.
have cars in the city.
I don't know how they make that work.
In the suburbs.
But like, when a guy had a car here, it was like the most annoying people we would hang out with them because they had a car.
Mm-hmm.
So like when a guy had a car and like he just was like just a sprinkle of kind of cute, I'm like, yeah, I can hang out with this guy.
The car was the beard before the beard.
Yeah, 100%.
It was makeup.
Yeah, it was makeup.
Made him beautiful, made him hot, made him palatable.
And it didn't matter what the car was. You had a car that wasn't the F train.
Where we going? We going to McDonald's and Delancey?
Yeah, no, where we go? No, because if someone had a car, Delancey was too close. We'd be like, we'll go to Union Square.
We're going to Union Square. You double parking in the bus lane? That's hot.
Give me my Wendy's.
Oh, you parking in the bus lane? Let me bust this pussy open for you. Oh, we going to Wendy's? Wendy's nuts gonna be in my mouth.
We're going to Taco Bell. You want some of this taco?
Fuck, I don't have any more eateries. That's funny
That's
as
very
shit.
funny. I actually, there was a guy that we hung out with that drove us. Like, my friend had a huge crush on him, and I was in the backseat of his car, and he drove us to, like, Union Square to get, like, I don't know, Taco Bell or whatever. And I was a teenager, and I just bled through my pants and all in his back seat. Like, my period was so bad, I bled all through his back seat, and my friend was like, let's go out and thing, and I was like, I don't think I can. And then we, like, literally told him that, like, we had to have a real serious talk, and, like, my friend ran to the store, got something, and, like, we sat in the back of the car, and we just cleaned the blood off his car.
Did you
and then
get it out?
Yeah, we got it out. And then, like, my friend gave me, like, a jacket, and I just tied it around my waist, but my whole pants were covered in blood.
Oh my God.
And I was like, we gotta clean it up. We need this guy's car.
And I know the whole time you're just like, oh, you have a car? Well, I'm on my period, but
But my mouth works.
But if you're driving, I'm there, period.
Yeah. Like, my period stops in the shower, so.
A period is only the end of a sentence. But our phrase is just beginning.
That's literally, like, a car is such a big deal.
Yeah.
Hands.
Yeah.
When he cleans the kitchen, and then in parentheses, the way I like it cleaned.
Yo, that's
low
real
key,
thing,
that
bro.
is such a thing. Like, when you clean the kitchen and you don't put the pans on the fucking countertop, I'm like, oh, he's trying to get fucked.
I'm sorry. I know. Because, you know what? No matter how long I'm here and I live here, I act like I don't know where the fucking pots and pans go.
Every time. But not every time. There are some days that you put them away, and then, but 99% of the time, you're just going to put them on the countertop, and I have to go in after.
If they're on the countertop, it's because I try to make them fit and I fucking couldn't, and I couldn't be bothered with any more of this task that I'm only doing to get blown.
Yeah, so then I just open the drawer and I fit it in perfectly because it fits in anyway.
You know what else fits in? This fucking dick in your mouth, and you can suck my fucking dick. Respectfully.
Yeah, wait, we have a funny one that said, a woman who isn't scared to shit at the mall.
I think that is hot. Bitch, when you have a bowel movement and you're not ashamed of it, that's a non-sexual turn on.
I think you're lying.
I think it's just.
Have you ever been with a girl who shit in front of you?
No, but I wouldn't judge him for it. I think that's because y'all weird.
No.
Y'all weird, cuz.
Someone wrote cigarette smokers, and I don't know if they read it as a turn on or a turn off, but if it's a turn on, there's a lot of Italian women you could go be with.
If cigarette smokers a turn on, I have a movie that I don't know if you heard of. It's called Grease. Just watch this.
He just wants someone to tell him about it,
He just want
stud.
Olivia Newton to fuck. He just wants somebody. Yeah, tell him more. Then he put up a fight. Yeah, if you're into cigarette, you're into a little bit of coercion. That's what it is.
Okay, we got a man who makes plans without you asking.
Yeah,
Similar sense of humor.
Too,
yes.
I'm telling you guys. Yeah.
Backwards hat. I feel that.
Yeah.
I get that.
You've never seen me in back. I don't think I've ever.
You've never worn a backwards hat, but because you don't really wear hats. But like, yeah, a backwards hat. There's like a whole trend on TikTok where it's like, I'm at this, and then it's like, and like it's like a little baby voice, and then it's like they go with then they put their boyfriend in a backwards hat, and it's like it's like a very sexual thing after that.
Well, it makes me feel confident that if I cut my hair,
that
all
horrifically.
You were off it.
Awful.
I'm drunk, but that was terrible.
I could not think of what the sound was.
Yeah, if you think you're just gonna look over that and keep going, you should overthink that and let it affect the rest of the podcast.
I'm not anxious at all because I got my Lily. Yeah. So try again next time.
But what was I gonna say? It makes me confident to know that if and when I ever cut my hair, all I have to do is put a backwards hat on. You still like me.
I like you with
I know, but
bald.
it makes me happy to hear that. Was that the last one you got?
No, and then it was when he puts his hand back when he's
driving.
When he's parking.
Yeah, that is hot.
Yeah.
When my homies do that for me, I'm like, okay, we get it. Mr. Bitches is here, and he's horny. All right, and then I got a bunch as well, man, and we're gonna go over these, and then we're gonna wrap it. Ooh,
I gotta order a slice of pizza. I'm fucking starving.
Completely. All right. So
we have the cutest dog in the world.
We do. Monroe's the
You
best.
guys can't see her, but she's laying on the couch just looking at us.
Yeah, we'll put a bonus picture for everybody that watches on YouTube right now. Cute picture, Monroe, of Samantha's choosing. It's gonna be up in the pod. I'm gonna put it there, and you guys are gonna enjoy it. All right. Non-sexual turn on: being roasted by someone I'm into right after I've roasted them.
Oh, yes.
100%.
100%. I always just say my love language is roasting.
Yeah.
And I feel like I've always been with men who could never take it, and they get so mad, and I'd be like, come on.
100%.
I'm being funny. I don't mean anything that I'm saying.
Roasting is different than negging. Negging
totally
is just
different.
being mean.
Yeah.
Roasting entails humor.
And
comical
so
and wittiness, and there is a difference. When Samantha roasted me yesterday.
I did?
Yesterday, like when you made fun of me for something that I was honest with you about. Oh. Remember? And you just flamed me for it, and I was like, oh fuck, that is funny. When Samantha's able to hear things about my life that I'm presenting as serious, and she immediately flips it on its head, it's like, this is the funniest thing I've ever heard. I'm like, oh shit.
It's very funny.
I love that because it's like that. It makes me respect you as obviously a comic.
Yeah.
Because it's like, that is funny and I didn't see it.
Yeah, that was you presented it so serious. No,
okay.
We presented we kind of another episode, but we're almost running out of time.
Yeah,
you presented it so serious to me, like I was gonna be like, oh wow, or like be like, yeah, I've dealt with somebody like that too. And you said it, and I was like, what the fuck are you saying? Did you hear yourself?
Yeah.
It was the first time that like I felt like JC had dated like a toxic man.
Yeah.
It was like my friends telling me like, and he did this, and I'm like, do you hear yourself?
Yeah. He did this. No, he was a drug dealer. Yeah, and guys, just to be clear, this will be a full Patreon episode, not this week, not next week, but in the coming month. My ex was a kleptomaniac, and she used to steal stuff from CVS. Full things, just a full bag, load up, walk in one and just walk out the other one, and I'd make excuses for it like it was okay.
Yeah, and then you had to get mad at JC if he didn't steal. You understand? And he's telling me this like I was gonna be like, oh yeah, that happens all the time, and I was like, what the fuck are you saying?
Yeah. I'm bad at.
And then I did start roasting you.
It's so funny though, and I didn't. It's one of those things like you never realize what something means until you say it out loud to another person.
Yeah.
Because that's something that I normalized in my mind, and then saying it to you, and you were like, nah, son, that's not it at all. I felt like Safari rapping, and you're like, nah, that ain't it.
That ain't it.
And I was like, damn, it's kind of right though. So I agree. That's definitely a non-sexual turn on. When Samantha does to me what I do to other people in terms of like witty roast, I fucking love when you do that for me.
Yeah.
All right. Another one I call being good with kids. cleaning without being asked, and taking care of the car.
Being good with kids is a turn on.
Yeah, for sure. All of those things, like, handling your business, man.
Yeah.
Handling your business, doing nice things. Another one, women that actually finish their food on dates should be having me bricked.
When they can fit, yeah.
That is kind of hot, though.
Well, people be like, I don't like to eat on a first date. I'm like, baby, that's all I like to do. That's the only reason why I'm here.
Yeah, I'm eating so you can eat later. I'll eat now so you eat later.
You know how many guys would try to take me out and they'd be like, we should share something. And I'd be like, I like my own meal. Get the fuck out of here.
Okay,
share?
It's like, you want to share? Okay, so what are you ordering for me to take home then?
I'm like, there's no fucking way that we're sharing something.
Bitch, we're sharing the moment. This steak is for me.
Yeah, get the fuck out of here.
One time I was not on a date with a girl, but like in college, a girl studied abroad, and then we linked up when she came back, and we got like Burger King, and I ordered a Whopper meal, and this was like in the dining hall. Yeah. I ordered a Whopper meal, and she ordered like a quadruple Whopper, and I was like, bitch, what the fuck are you doing? She was like, the portions in Europe were so small, I'm fucking starving. And it was so funny, and like I felt emasculated, but I'm like, that's really funny.
Yeah.
So I agree with I get that. When he gets his toes done with me, BFF vibes.
Yeah. I do like that. We did that once, but you didn't love it.
I don't mind it. Toes, I will always get done with you.
We just don't have the time to do it.
Yeah. I'm never gonna go out of my way to schedule one on my own. But if Samantha ever schedules one, she's like, "You want to come with me?" and I have the day, I'll do it.
Yeah.
Getting a pedicure, definitely highly recommend for my fellas. It's kind of nice. You get a foot massage and it feels good. One of my people said, "Cooking to fatten me up." I love good relationship weight.
Oh my God, please.
Because that's a trope, but like, let's get a little chubby together.
Yeah,
that's like, I think it's
not get unhealthy, but
not unhealthy, but I think it's a little toxic to want to stay your best physical peak sexually attractive self with a partner, because it's like, motherfucker, for who?
Yeah, if you guys thought,
because I love you for real.
Yeah, because if you guys thought I wanted to keep my abs, that's crazy.
Yeah, I have them. They were a fucking tool. That's how I feel about mine. And now they don't exist anymore, and you still love me, and that's on you. This is a really good one. Somebody said, and I'm gonna say this is Paul said this. Shout out to Paul if you're listening. When I'm watching my show and she goes, "Ooh, what's this?" Yeah, that is that's the best one that I think I've gotten. That is so hot to me. Yeah. I love, bitch. Not you. Don't. What you showing inches, bitch? Bitch, what you want to know about shit that I like?
Bitch, you want Cody Rhodes?
Bitch, you fuck with you acknowledge the tribal chief, bitch. Bitch, you want to know about my personality, bitch?
Not me turned on right now. Now you're calling me a bitch, and I'm like, say it again.
Yeah, make no mistake. I'm Samantha's type, but even more Samantha's type would just be any hood dude from Compton. I bitch, you like my personality, bitch.
Yeah. As my three besties, Beyonce, Michelle, and Kelly said, if his status ain't hood, I ain't checking for him.
I mean, he better be street.
If he's looking at me.
Yeah, I mean, that's just what it is.
Yeah, just
I do love when Samantha watches games with me, and she doesn't even have to be invested. She just has to know, oh, that's good for us. Like, or she's like, oh, I remember this team that we're playing against. I love that. Or when like one of my name, like a player will pop up on the screen and then she'll say their name and Saka Odegaard.
Yeah, Odegaard.
And she'll say before the announcer.
Odegaard.
Yeah, and I love that. That's because she's showing interest in me, and it's I'm saying it as a turn on, but I love that. I really do. Let's see what else we got. When my wife gives me a pedicure, the feet are important.
Yeah.
I don't like my feet played with too much because I'm too tickly and I'm not as secure in my masculinity as I want me to be. But I do. That would be nice. I love. When you used to wash my hair, bitch.
Yeah, I know. We haven't done that in a long time. We should get back on that.
I would love for you to do that for me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't washed your hair in months.
Samantha used to wash my. She used to get mad at me when I washed my hair.
Yeah.
And that's you take such good care of
me. And
lady,
that's how you get them.
Yeah, and no, true.
It's just that you take showers when I'm at work now.
Yeah,
I feel like
no, and I get it. And but yeah, just those little things like I want to take time out of my day to make your life nicer.
Yeah,
that's hot. I'm getting aroused as I'm speaking to you. As I'm really attracted to you, and I love you. Somebody said beards, tattoos, well dressed and groomed.
Yeah,
beards, yes. How do you feel about tats?
I don't really care for a tat.
I'm gonna be honest with you. On a guy, tats are hot. I also like I don't mind tats on women, but tats on a guy I think is objectively better than no tats.
I don't think that's true. Yeah. I would prefer no tats if I had to choose. But I don't hate tattoos, but if I had to choose that, I would rather you not have anything on your body.
Baby, I feel you, but like You don't think I would be 10 times sexier than I am right now?
No, I think you would be basic.
If I had the same tattoos as the tribal chief?
No, I think that's
not my thing.
You would be appropriating culture, but you know, it's funny, just put Chinese letters on you.
Yeah, no. Well, you know what? Another thing we got to thank Chinese for is their fucking great alphabet. But if I was to get a tattoo, I would want it to be like I'm not gonna ever get one, but it would be right here, like on my arm, up and down, like the Samoan writing. I think it's so fucking cool. I love a tribal tattoo like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Make no mistake, I'm a Puerto Rican kid. I'm gonna appropriate culture on my body.
Yeah, I'm gonna get something tribal on me.
Yeah. My name is JC Mendoza, but you can also refer to me as Franklin Santos.
You understand? I love you, Franklin?
That's not it?
Francisco. Franklin?
Franklin's so funny, though.
That's crazy.
Franklin Cisco. Call me Franklin Cisco Ito Francisito Santos. The shot is hit.
Yeah.
But I well groomed, of course. I love to see that. Good job, intelligence, good grammar.
Yeah. Well,
I don't care
how I feel about the grammar.
Grammar I don't care about too much.
But I do. Intelligence is very important. Like I need to be able to have an actual conversation with you. I can't. If you ever want to see me be like out of character, like mean to people, as I do not deal well with like people that are dumb.
Yeah, you have a very low tolerance for stupidity.
Because like when someone's saying something so ridiculous, I can't.
Yeah.
I'm like, how have you gotten this far?
Hell yeah.
So yeah.
For sure. Let's see. When the Knicks win, James Pontillo, motherfucker spitting.
Yeah.
He actually DM me. I gotta answer him. When the Knicks win, I'm hard already.
Yeah.
When he does the dishes, because I fucking hate dishes.
Oh my God, yes. I relate. I hate dishes.
Is that a nonsense? Do you get turned on when I do the dishes, or you're just like thankful?
No, but I would get turned on if you cooked for me.
Yeah, I gotta do that for you, and I will. It brings us to the next one. Vic's like cooking, but what did you expect from me?
Yeah,
he's a big cook. Shout out to Vic.
Yeah, same though.
A woman with grit and mental toughness, for sure. I mean, anybody with grit and mental toughness. I think that's not a gender exclusive thing.
That's a.
I like to see that from my homies. I like to see that from anybody that I associate myself with.
Same.
A nice smile, a smooth wink, and a nice smile.
A smooth wink?
I think a smooth wink is an ick.
No, you wink and it's hot. I can't wink. I blink both eyes.
I can wink, but I don't wink.
You wink at me all the time.
Yeah.
You wink at me all the time. Like if we're apart from each other at a place, you do that to me all the time.
Not me icking myself out.
Yeah. I was like, what are you talking about? I love that you do that. You wink at me from like across the room all the time.
Yeah? I love you so much.
You didn't even know you were doing it.
No, but I just do whatever for you.
I never even told you that I liked it.
I never even thought I did it. I just see you and I'm like, I just want to do stuff. So, you know, what I thought was a nick is just a kitty getting a dick. All right. Somebody said Creed Aventus Cologne. Maybe I'll buy that.
A what?
It must be a cologne. Somebody said a cologne. It's a non-sexual turn on the way they smell.
This way it smells?
I'm going to try this. And if it's good, I'm going to let this person know.
Do you like the way I smell?
I love the way you smell. I can't pinpoint it, but like everybody has a natural scent.
No, I'm talking about my perfume.
I think it's cool. I have to.
You are the only guy I've ever dated that has not lost their mind over my smell.
Smell is,
and it drives me insane because it's. I'm not even talking about. Also, guys, I've dated like if I get into an Uber, I've ordered at Starbucks. And
like
even when we had like masks, people would be like. I've had people like pass me in the street and be like, "You smell so good."
Really?
Yeah, and you're the only one.
Like I like a good smell, but I love a good stank.
You were so sassy the way you just said that. You looked me up and down and you said stank.
As I was looking down at your puss.
You're not telling people that my pussy
No,
stinks.
but you have pheromones that and it has a scent.
This is gross.
I'm a little off the rails. I'm sorry, everybody. Sorry, Mom. Calling me by a nickname only we know.
Oh, that's cute.
Nice. Yeah, that's sweet. We don't have too many like specific pet names. We have more like
Booski.
Yeah, we do. I feel like today, and I always think about that. I don't know if I ever say it to you. I called you Lil Boosie today. When I left, I was like, all right, Lil Boosie.
I didn't hear it.
A man, a rapper.
Yeah.
But like I like any like variation on Boo. I'm starting to do to you what we do to Monroe.
Yeah,
and like just like extensions and variations of the names that we
when
call
you call me like mama or mommy or something like that, I that turns me on.
You are my mommies. I love you so much. Cooking, which I will do. A fresh haircut. That's a girl says that.
Yeah. That's, when a guy has short hair, that is a thing.
Do you feel like a non-sexual turn on like when I shape myself up a little bit more?
Well, when you do your beard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta do that. And yeah, that's the last one that we got. And a non-sexual turn-on for me also is when you guys listen to our podcast, and that's going to be doing it for this episode 45.
Yes, but we do, before we get out.
Very big, important announcement. Not announcement, but just an important thing that is very important for y'all to know.
I mentioned Dottie's candles last week, and I feel like a bunch of people asked us about it. So Dottie was so nice and is offering 10%.
10%.
Right? 10% off if you spend $50 or more. So she has candles, and she also has like home decor as well.
Yes.
Which I also have something here. I have my crystals on. I can't show you, but I also have something that I got from a while ago. So if you use the promo code Softie10, you will get 10% off of a $50 order.
Softie10, how do you spell it?
Softie, and then the number 10. So yes, Dottie Abode is lighting up your world with this special offer.
Yes, and it will be for the entire month of May, which you should use to get yourself some candles. We got ourselves a couple here. The presentation of the box was incredible. Once we get our next box, we're definitely going to do an unboxing
because it was, every detail was so nice.
So good. It smells delicious. It smells so good. This is a candle that we've gotten weeks ago, and we refuse to burn it because it's so fucking pretty.
It's so pretty.
And
it smells so good. I know.
We love it. I know you know. It's wonderful. So please make sure to order your candles in your home decor from Dottie Abode. Use promo code Softie10 for 10% off for the month of May on all orders, $50 or more. And regardless of how that sounds to you, it's so easy to spend $50 because she has so many good products.
Yes. And
we highly recommend you guys do it. And we also highly recommend you go to the Patreon, www.patreon.com/softlaunch. $5 a month, become a super softie. And also like, comment, subscribe on our podcast on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, everywhere podcasts can be streamed. And also, thank you guys so much.
Thank you guys
for listening. That is episode 45. 46 will be coming right on time. It's going to be a little different because Samantha and I are going to record it tomorrow and release it like a little bit later because I'm going to be on the road. But we're excited to record it for you. We're excited to give you guys content, and we love you guys so much. Thank you for listening to Soft Launch. I've been JC Mendoza.
I am Samantha Santos.
And we'll see y'all next week. Go Knicks!
Peace. Yes, go Knicks!
Aye!
Aye!